Hello everyone, it is Mr. Extremely Close to 10,000 subscribers here today with a special look back at a very familiar video to approximately 373 of you perhaps. This is my first ever YouTube video, my first ever build. So 7 whole months ago, I think I took about a 2 month or a month and a half after I made this video and just didn't make anything else. This thing had like single-digit views at the time. It's only gotten these views since I've kind of become the the superstar that I am today. 11 whole thumbs ups, by the way. Now this build is a product of its time, but oh, look at me running Auric Storm Survivor. Damn, I was a goat even back then. But I really do want to go through and show you like how much like I think players in general and my knowledge of this game has evolved, and then just clip through the game and see how I was playing. First off, it's an Antax, and then this is now called the Vrax Mark V infantry auto gun. This is still a really amazing gun. It's a good sidearm for a zealot because I'm using strip down on this, which allows me to sprint around with no penalties. I can't be shot when I'm over 50% stamina. And then down here, I have 3 health curios. You should know. Lord knows why I thought health was so good back then. Probably because it used to be pretty good back when there was like before patch 13. But this is prior to the crafting update. So let me turn myself off here because no one wants to hear that annoying voice. You can see here when I'm showing my weapon, this is actually a naturally rolled weapon. Back in the day when you had to get these guys from the vendor and like just hope that it had good stats on it. This is a pretty well set weapon. And remember, you only had one lock. You could only change 2 things. So I changed shred and I changed flak armored and unarmored. So this allows you to one-shot a lot of pretty much everything with light attacks. Makes the Antax a really strong weapon. This is still a strong weapon, and I think shred is still a pretty good choice for the weapon, honestly. Yeah, this is back in the day. You got to remember, this is back in the day when Invocation of Death wasn't as strong as it is now. So we were just getting crits for crits' sake. It wasn't to keep our ultimate cooldowns rolling or anything like that. It was just because crits hit hard. Yeah, this weapon, I love it. I still have it. Well, actually no, I deleted it, but I still like the Antax. It's a good weapon. The Vrax Mark V, I don't know if I show it here at all. I probably do at some point, right? Oh, there it was for like a millisecond. Oh, I crashed. Man, look at that. Error code 2001, even going on 7 months ago, crashing out, and I still posted this video, even though I crashed out. I'm just, oh, there it is. There's my curios. Stamina, remember, you can only change 2 things. So stamina regen, max health, damage resistance for gunners on all 3 of them with 20% max health up the top. Did I use any stamina? Nope, no stamina curio. Man, I'm a fucking madman. Yeah, just stacking the fuck out of health. Look at this talent tree. Using both disdain and enemies without, enemies within, this is giving me 5% damage on every other swing. Wow. And this is giving me 2.5% of my toughness every second when I'm within like 5 meters of at least 3 enemies. So no toughness. Because I'm not stacking toughness, so I'm regenerating like fucking nothing from this. It takes you 40 seconds to regenerate 1 bar of toughness from this node. This was prior to the days where I had figured out that this node right here is fucking insane. I don't know if anyone else had figured out that second wind was insane, but yeah, if I'd just been taking that, I could have gotten as much as this gives you in 1 millisecond. This would take like 12 seconds to generate as much as this does. Still, at least I knew that this side of the tree was really good and that knives are really good, and that these 2 are Garbo. But who knows what the hell I'm doing down here. I've got the protection one that protects you from damage. I mean, honestly, with the health stacking that I was doing, not half bad, because this only triggers when you take a first hit. So if you take a hit, you don't take reduced damage on that hit, but if you take a second one, this is active. So you'll it has to damage your health too, I think, to activate this. So yeah, this actually might have been making me a lot more tanky than like a toughness build would get out of it. Thank God. Yeah, there's shield of good depth. Yeah, you have to take damage. I don't think toughness damage counts. I can remember there's some weird stuff with this one. At least even back in the day, I knew that Duelist was really good, so I went out of my way to grab Duelist. Duelist has always been solid, everyone knows that. And then, like, Until Death and Holy Revenant, like, these are good nodes. Like, they're back to being good now, especially with Havoc in the meta. Yeah, it's not bad to spend 1 point here and just get invulnerability for 5 seconds every 2 minutes. And 25% of your health back. You can't really like argue with that. It's just a really strong ability, and Zealot is unique in having it. Look at this, no doubled ultimate. This is as a result of the fact that Invocation of Death was not in its current form. I'm gonna show it, right? Show Invocation of Death, old mystery. Fuck, I didn't. Oh, I showed it there for a second there. I had to. Anyway, oh, there it is. Oh, fuck, okay, well, you saw it. Invocation of Death, I forget how to go back, like a single frame or whatever. Invocation of Death is 1.5 seconds. There it is. Oh, fuck, I went past it again. 1.5 seconds of cooldown removal. It takes 1.5 seconds off your cooldown instead of giving you triple cooldown for 4 seconds. Which was way worse. I mean, you could only get anywhere near the amount of cooldown reduction you get these days by playing with Dagger and getting like, you'd have to get like 6 crits in 4 seconds in order to break even with the current Invocation of Death, which was stupid. So the new Invocation of Death is insane, and because it's so insane, you regenerate so much ult from it, you always take the redoubled zeal because you'll always be like splashing over. You'll end up with having a full ultimate charge, and then you'll be wasting cooldown to not be charging another ultimate while you're waiting. So you definitely take that second one. But back in the day, it was hard. It took pretty much the full 30 seconds to charge your ultimate. So like you really weren't wasting too much time getting the second one charged back up. And then a pretty typical like rest of the tree down there. Okay, well he's Mr. E here, Mr. NG, in fact, back in the day, is going to hop into the game. You know, honestly, I'm not that bad a player. 7 months ago, I was maybe didn't have the best game knowledge. I could have been playing some current day meta builds back then. But remember, the dueling sword didn't exist. So the best I could have been doing is playing with the knife. I could have been playing knife, and you know, I could have been doing like an infiltrate build. But honestly, without the current day Invocation of Death, Infiltrate was a lot less strong. And so Charge has always been pretty strong. Going on through here. So you can see I'm playing with 2 Xbox players and a Steam player. And God, I remember now why I really hated playing with this weapon. It's because of Bulwarks. Because Bulwarks... they are like impossible to kill with this axe. Every swing you'll do hits a shield at some angle. You have to like wait around. If you're 1v1ing a bulwark, you're like waiting around for them to lower their shield and swing at you so you can hit them. Now, I do want to come in here because I remember something about this game. Even though this game was really sloppy, but remember, I'm playing full health. If you look down here, also look at this quality. Look at this lovely, I think I'm capturing in 720p and upscaling to 1080 or something. Look at the amount of damage it takes to kill one of these crushers, and think about today and like how fast, not crushers, these are maulers. Think about how fast a zealot can kill 6 maulers like that today. It would be like 1/3 of that time. I have full health, so I'm running 350 HP. I'm just like a big ass meatball out here. Hey, at least I can still push pox bursters back. This is back in the day before I got paranoid about pox bursters, so I used to just push them 1 time and be like, all right, well that'll knock them back. These days I know better. You'll see me now when I'm playing. I see a pox burster and I shove it like 3 or 4 times. I'm not fucking around with that. 175 HP. That's a lot of freaking damage. I'm talking about how optimized it is to run with HP here, because I've just been getting my ass absolutely beat, and I'm still at 185 HP. I mean, not wrong, I suppose, but I probably could be playing a little bit better. Just want to make sure my team is with me. This room right here on this particular
particular map is very scary. It's a cause of a lot of wipes.
Yes, so true, Mystery. This room right here is a fucking nightmare. And the reason why this room is so hard is because when you are down here in the bottom floor, enemies can drop off of the top areas here and over on that side. They can come out over the fence here. They can come out of the spawn doors that are back here and over here, and they can come down that front ramp over there and out of another 2 doors at the very, very back. So there's like 7 ways or 9 ways that enemies can get to you from this arena. And so they just start coming from every possible angle. So you can't hold a position and like get rid of the specials and stuff that are coming in. It's best just to move through this room. Oh, I'm going to explain it.
Problems getting through here.
Yeah, you just need to move through this room and get to the other side.
Opposite side, like right over there where I'm
Yeah, you just get there and get up.
On every side of this
there you go. There's one spawn door there.
Coming from all angles and making your life.
So yeah, here's the other. Here's another spawn door like 6 feet away.
Here forever if you don't just move through and get upstairs.
Thankfully, we got a blessed easy one this time. But as I remember this, we lost a player, and like look at this boss damage. This is what sufficed for boss damage back in the day. Think about how fast a chaos spawn dies now. Like a chaos spawn like this would have been dead 3 times over already, because everyone would just be stabbing it with dueling swords. There'd be like, you know, a las gunner or something. I'm very lucky I didn't get trapped there or trigger the demon host.
It was a little bit risky. I could have activated the demon host, but
still being quite a goat here though.
This thing is on me for some reason, even though I've done 0 damage to it.
Really lucky here that ally was standing close enough to the thing to trigger it. Oh, nice. That was a good pick.
He's getting here. Oh, it's a bot. I'm not going to be saving the bot. Sorry, Mr. Bot.
Look at this massive damage. The Antax sucks at boss damage. It is terrible at bosses.
Oh, we can still save the bot.
Nice. Saving the bot. Okay, so saving that bot there, actually, the game credited me with some good karma, and you'll see why in just a few minutes here. So we get up to the top of the stairs, as I remember, and the team starts playing really poorly. They start like getting down in stupid places like this.
I need to get some health back here. That's probably not enough, but I'll have to do for now.
And then we get up into this area here, and this is where shit really hits the fan, as I remember. Yeah, we even have 3 real players at this point, but look how like much of a beating. Yeah, that guy gets trapped.
The amount of times that our team has gotten hit by a trapper this game is kind of crazy.
Oh, and even back then, look at that. Even back then, the burster's not exploding when you shove them. So I'm having to shoot them. Look at how long it takes me to kill this Crusher with the Antax. Think about how quickly a Crusher would die to a Zealot these days. Great sword or whatever you have, dueling sword, knife, any of those things. That Crusher would have been dead like 3 times over. And just look at what's going on with my team. Even back then, Mr. E forcing me to be the clutch king in order to do it. But yeah, so I just run from that situation, and I'm just getting the fuck out of there because yeah, I know I'm not beating all of that garbage, especially with the Antax. Yeah, but the Antax heal takes like hits because it's not exactly a clean weapon. And then I get stupid greedy here and I go for this thing, and yeah, there you go. That's the end of the run. So I get really quiet here. I remember I was just sitting, I said come on, and then I just sit here in silence because I'm pissed, because that run was going pretty well, honestly, and I was like, fuck, I can't post this recording. Like, I think I'd tried a couple times previously, but then this bot comes in here and just gets me up out of nowhere. Against all odds, that bot actually fucking stuck to his guns and got me off the fucking ground. Instead of like freaking out and being like, oh no, I can't, there's an enemy within 50 feet of me, I can't get a res. So yeah, that bot was fucking insane. Respect, Kelvy. Look at this unmodded UI, by the way. Crazy that I was using that. I did have crit chance mod here in the center. And you can, oh man, I can see that I was nervous about like pulling this game off because I'm clicking hard enough that it's moving my it's like making my mouse wiggle around a little bit.
This gas thrower, but it's gonna fuck through it right now.
It's hard to believe that this is 7 months ago, and I guess the gas throwers had like kind of just come out. When did the gas throwers come out? It feels like it was kind of recent, but I know it wasn't at this point. I do like that. Look, I have so much health that I'm just sitting in this gas. I don't even give a fuck. Look how little it does with all the health that I have. Beautiful. Save completed, and we're back on track, boys. We just have to hack this thing and get down there. Now, one thing I've noticed recently is that Fat Shark has actually done a little bit of a redo of this area here. Once you exit this room, in here now, it's all icy because this is like a cryogenic storage facility, and they've taken all of the assets and ice stuff from Clandestine and Gloriana, and they put it in this room. So it looks really, really nice and icy and cool now. They put like icy fog in the air and stuff. Very, very nice work on that, I will say. Let's see if I knew the trick even back then. The trick that I always do when I go down the thing. Look at me fucking hard carrying these scrubs. Also, I've had like a full team change. Like, what were their names when we started?
This is a god.
It was Oranus, Absolutely Bogus, and Crit Ross. And now we've got Guppy, Minisma, and Smashy. Wow. And is that who I'm going to finish the game with? Yeah, it is. Good job.
I would recommend.
Wow. Yeah, so we had a full team swap. I was the only remaining member. Cool stuff. All right, here we go. Let's see if I must know it because I'm positioned at the right spot. I learned this trick, or I figured this trick out really, really early on, and I love doing it. It is one of my favorite things to do on this Forge level. You can hop up on this thing and then hop to this here, and then hop up here and press the button pretty much immediately before any of the enemies get spawned into the area, and just get a nice head start and start going. If you if you have an ally who like hangs back by the thing too, they can just grab the cell and you can pop it out pretty much immediately. So we go up to this one, we put the cell in, then oh well, I didn't quite get that right. You're supposed to go back down to the top there, and then you can side dodge off and land right where the cell is again. Here look at me playing smart. I'm using the fucking wall to keep these enemies away from me. You know what? Honestly, like, I'm not that much more mechanically skilled today than I was back then. Or at least maybe the Antax can't really show that high level of mechanical skill. I'm better at decision making for certain, especially build decision making. But yeah, we get them all in there, and we do extract. Let's see what the end game score screen looks like here. I still had it. Nice. Wow. I mean, these guys joined halfway through the game, but yeah, taking... Oh, I don't have my damage taken thing on there, do I? Damn it. I wish I could see that. I think I got my ass absolutely beat. But yeah, just clobbering my way through there with the Antax. Yeah, I can honestly still remember that feeling, that moment where I go down being sniped as I'm doing this. This right here. Because I was like, oh my god, like, you know... I can get to this health station and I can do a reset from there. And that guy fucking clobbered me and pushed me away from the health station, and I didn't line up correctly, and it fucked me up. And then I just go quiet, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop the recording and everything. And I was over in the side window trying to stop the recording, and I saw the bot attempting this. So really, really big respect to... Sorry, it wasn't this guy, it was Xavier, the bot. Damn, what a legend.
Amazingly, the bot just...
Anyway, guys... thank you so much to everybody who has watched me this last 7 months, and everyone who has subscribed. Thank you, really from the bottom of my heart. I had no idea that this would become the thing that it's become in my life. It's really, really cool to get online every day and see, like, in the Morningstar, people that recognize me and have watched my videos and enjoy my content. If you do enjoy my content and you're not subscribed or whatever, just... yeah, go ahead. Try to get me to 10,000. I'm pretty certain I'm hitting it tomorrow, unless everyone just boycotts me, unless you're hashtag canceling Mr. E. And if you won't do it for me, do it for Xavier, the legendary bot here who put his life on the line to rescue me in my hour of need and sacrificed, paid the greatest price for it that anyone could pay. God bless you, Xavier, and God bless all of you out there, Mystery fans, and good night and good luck. Mystery out.